Alright, movie club. It is my review for the movie Die Hard. And really, yes. Fuck yes. I'm so glad we actually watched this movie for movie club. One of the best action movies ever. Not just of its time. Ever. Uh, I'll get to pretty much the main point in a minute, but I'll get to the acting first. Obviously, main focus is John McClane, Bruce Willis, the movie that made his career and has pretty much kept it going. I mean, obviously he's done a lot of other stuff after this. He was in Pulp Fiction. He did a lot of other movies, but this, Bruce Willis is John McClane and will always be John McClane. Aside from that, you actually have some, pretty, obviously the only other person that's in this movie a lot is Alan Rickman, who plays Hans Gruber. Uh, Outside of that, there isn't really the only other person I can really think off the top of my head is Carl Winslow. I know that's not his name. His name's like Reginald Val Johnson, but he will always be Carl Winslow to me. Let's be honest. And there was also the dickhead principal from the Breakfast Club. I don't even know his name. He's just the principal from the Breakfast Club, who's playing, the dickhead, police officer, the one that has rule over Carl Winslow. Uh, but yeah, that's one of the reasons why this movie works. You get to see all the different one-on-one relationships with everybody. John McClane and his wife, John McClane and Hans Gruber, John McClane and Carl Winslow, Carl Winslow and the principal from The Breakfast Club. That's what makes this movie work. Another thing that really helps this movie work or make it at least plausible is the fact that it's actually in a skyscraper, which sounds a little odd, but you know if you take pretty much any other setting, this movie wouldn't work. But if you put it, like stories above everyone else, where you give these characters a lot of room to go, it's plausible. It works. Uh, but let's be honest. I'll just get to the reason why everybody, or at least most people, love this movie: the action and the catchphrases. You watch this movie to hear Bruce Willis say, "Yippee ki yay, motherfucker!" All right, you watch this movie to see Bruce Willis take some C4, wrap it around a computer, dropping it down an elevator shaft. You watch it to see the top of the buildings explode. You watch it to see Hans Gruber fall 30 stories to his death. All right, this is like I said, all the action scenes in this movie are fantastic. They still hold up today. They're still amazing today. And yeah, that's why people enjoyed this movie. Definitely recommend this. If you haven't seen it, go watch it now. It is great, amazing, and of course, it's an all-time holiday classic.